Originally, my plan was to get back to shitting on LA about how fucked up that city is. But I need to address this particular word or phrase that I'm going to introduce to YouTube, and that is guerrilla game. What is guerrilla game? Now, it's been a while since I've introduced one of my terminologies that I use in reference to something that I find to be ridiculous and absurd. And this guerrilla game actually relates to Bill Cosby too, but now Morgan Freeman. But really, guerrilla game in a nutshell is basically the over aggressiveness in the approach of women that black men tend to do. And also, black men actually have a reputation for doing this anyway. And yes, that's what I refer to as guerrilla game. Um, Primarily, like I said, it's black men who do it. Now, I don't have guerrilla game. I don't believe in it. Um, and because of guerrilla game, Morgan Freeman is now being accused, well, what they call, inappropriate sexual harassment, verbally, and other things that relate to that. Now, I'm not against Morgan Freeman. I just think he just felt too comfortable in his position as a celebrity, and he just, was comfortable with flirting with a bunch of women, and it all went to his head, and now he's in trouble for it. I'm not saying he raped any woman. I don't think he did. Usually, a man of that sort of power don't need to rape a woman. The women usually come to them. But see, today I was talking to one of my uncles in Tennessee. I hadn't talked to him in a minute, and he's the first person that brought it to my attention that, yeah, they now got Morgan Freeman, along with Bill Cosby. I was like, what? That, yeah, Morgan Freeman's being accused of sexual harassment, Me Too, all that. That was earlier today. That was this morning. Then I went to the gym, worked out, and ate some food, and then Kid Organic and Kevin Kelly just came out with a video talking about the Morgan Freeman situation. And shout out to them too, by the way. So now it's like a slight change of plans. I have to make this video on guerrilla game and how it relates to all of us black men and how it relates to Morgan Freeman. Now, I know some of y'all out there are probably like, okay, neck of the woods. So this guerrilla game, why do you have to call it guerrilla? Like, why? Where does that come from? Well, I think I might have mentioned this. I might have mentioned the word guerrilla game a few times in my past videos, but I hadn't formally introduced it. And I've been meaning to introduce it anyway, but different things. But basically, I've been saying guerrilla game. I've been saying that. A lot of the stuff I'm saying, I didn't just come up with it like recently. I've been saying this stuff for years. I use it in my everyday language outside YouTube. People that know me, they've heard me say these words numerous times. But basically, guerrilla game came from, again, back when I used to live in Tennessee. that whack ass place, down south, country, southern, in the box thinking that they have over there, where like basically, and this was at this time, and then our culture, American culture, has since changed. So now the basically, well, I say down south rappers have killed all of hip hop. You know, all the whack rappers from the south. You know, the Cash Moneys, the No Limits, the 3 6 Mafia. Then you have your fucking Snap music from Atlanta. Then you have all of that garbage crap. And then when I was living in Tennessee, so a lot of these people in Tennessee, they put on their this influence, from what was going on in the down south crunk trap rap scene. And a lot of the rappers there, well, actually, a lot of the men, black men, I'm talking about. And I noticed, and this is before California. And California's culture has changed a lot since then too. But I noticed a lot of the black men who was able to attract women, black women, were the fat, black, ugly, gold teeth wearing, crusty, rusty looking ass niggas. And a lot of them were like fat, out of shape, like look like Notorious B.I.G. Like just fat, black, and ugly. Seriously. They got the women, So that's the gorilla part. Yes, I said it. Go ahead, thumbs it down. I don't give a fuck. So, and that pissed me off and that tripped me off because coming from California at the time, California is real shallow. Yes, people, we're shallow. A lot of us, we care about good looks. A lot of women care about good looking men. And I'm not trying to say I'm just the most handsome dude. Well, when I was in Tennessee, I was like the most handsome dude there. But that didn't do me any good because the women there, the black women there, were programmed to not go for dudes that were considered handsome or even pretty boys. And I'm not a pretty boy, but I'm a handsome dude. And nah, that didn't matter. They want the gorilla ass niggas. So that's part of it. That is part of the look. It's the look. They look like gorillas. Also, the other part of this gorilla thing, because at the time, I really thought many black people from the South were just so fucking stupid and ignorant. I was just convinced of that. Seriously, again, I don't know. Go ahead, type your comments. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a flying fuck. I will respond to you and make you feel stupid. Go ahead. But yeah, like so these dudes, a lot of dudes were so dumb, so stupid, so ignorant. Now, and this is really a disrespect to the gorillas. I shouldn't even be downing gorillas like this. I'm actually insulting gorillas, comparing them to these niggas down south. But when you use the terminology like gorilla, monkey, ape, and then of course that has been used toward black people in a racist way, I know, I get that. And also, it's been used to like basically say, oh, yeah, black people are dumb like monkeys or dumb like gorilla. Actually, to be quite honest, gorillas and other apes are actually quite intelligent. They just look dumb. They look stupid, and they make stupid sounding noises. But gorillas are actually pretty smart. That apes are pretty smart. I mean, of course, you don't want to be compared to one, but gorillas are not really dumb. They just look dumb and stupid, but they're really intelligent, highly intelligent animals. But for the purpose of me saying gorilla game, I'm talking about the negative, supposedly, oh, gorillas are stupid part of it. So basically, when you factor in all that, I'm basically saying you got stupid game. That's basically what I'm saying. You got stupid game because a lot of dudes, a lot of black dudes, I know you've seen it, a lot of black men believe, yeah, man, you gotta holler at the females, man. Oh yeah, you hear this down south. That's why I call them ignorant, stupid, for so many reasons. Yeah, man, you gotta holler at the females, man. You gotta talk to them shorties right there, man. You gotta holler. You gotta spit game. You gotta approach. That's guerrilla game. And then watching Kid Organic's video, I saw 2 videos, short clips, where basically, okay, they're accusing Morgan Freeman, and you have Morgan Freeman presenting his unsolicited guerrilla game. Now, I hope Morgan Freeman makes it through, but it doesn't look good. And not only that, it makes all of us black men look bad. And that's why I had to get the fuck out of LA, because of the assumption that I'm just gonna holler and approach when that's not even my personality. I believe in the indirect approach when it comes to women. I believe I'm not gonna make a move unless I'm absolutely certain that a female is interested in me. I have to be clear on that. But according to niggas throughout my young adult life, they think I'm Lucius, or I'm beta, or I don't have game or swag. Well, see, this is what you get with your swag. This is what you get with your approach game. Now keep on approaching, dumb nigga. That's what guerrilla game is. And that's how it affects black men. And this is how I relate. This is perfect example. Morgan Freeman. There's 2 little clips in Kid Organic's video. It shows him presenting his guerrilla game to these females, which is unsolicited flirting, macking, hollering, and the woman, you don't really know what's going through bitches' heads, and then now it's coming back to bite him in the ass. So, I don't know. If you hear me say guerrilla game, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. This is what I mean. That's all I gotta say for this matter.